This is a basement where the waterproofing contractor wanted to do thousands of dollars worth of work inside the basement to get rid of the water instead of treating the water, treating the driveway and the wall where the water's coming in. There's pavement on the outside, and there's a space between the pavement and the building, and the water's coming in there very nicely. The goal is going to be to seal that up so we don't get this.
Rather than trying to get rid of the water once it's entered the basement, it makes far more sense to keep the water from entering the basement at all, simply by sealing the crack that exists between the asphalt, blacktop in the driveway, and the foundation stone, the cut granite that you can see here. There's a crack maybe 1 or 2 or maybe 3 inches wide that needs to be sealed up to stop that water from entering. The first thing that I did here was to clean out the crack down to the soil below, the sand, and add a little bit of mortar just to seal up the surface of the sand as a base for the Sikaflex. This is the Sikaflex 2-part sealer that I use for this application. It comes in a 1.5 gallon container, and the one part is actually inside the other part in a separate pouch. Here the inner pouch has been removed. That's the shiny aluminum shiny thing that you see there. And the other packet is actually colorant that can be used to match whatever you want. Here the 2 parts have been put together along with the colorant and being mixed with a power drill. I regret that I don't have a picture of the Sikaflex being poured in place. It pours about like a pancake batter. Poured it right out of the can right into the seam. It levels itself out very nicely because it is so liquid. It sets up to the consistency of a very flexible rubber. After the Sikaflex was put in place, I blocked this area off just to protect it till the Sikaflex set up hard.
And this is what the completed job looks like. The white that's here was probably the mortar, I believe, from years ago, that had done what mortar tends to do, shrink and expand and crack, whereas the Sikaflex has filled in that crack, and it's very, very flexible. Does not want to pull away from either side, and takes quite a bit of deformation and bounces back. That's just what we're looking for.
This is another area of the same job where the asphalt did not go all the way to the foundation wall but stopped under a bay window, and this area was flooding with water and water seeping down through, and this was treated with a flashing type material up the wall, sealing it up against the wall and directing the water out away from the wall. For more information on what I do to either keep water from getting into a basement or getting rid of it once it gets in a basement, have a look at my Keeping Your Home's Feet Dry on my website at ruralhometech.com.